What's up, people? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day. I hope all you had a great Memorial weekend and a wonderful Memorial Day. Mine was pretty fun. It was my weekend was pretty good. Had a cookout, had some relatives over. It's pretty fun, pretty laid back, chilled. Had some drinks, ate some good barbecue. It was pretty dope. Um, so before I get into this video, let me just say this. Um, I know there were some rumors. There were some rumors last week that Donnell Turner, who plays Curtis Ashford on General Hospital, that he was dating Laura Wright, aka Carly Corinthos. Well, if you actually follow Laura Wright on Instagram or whatever, then you know that's not true. And Donnell Turner actually admitted that they're not dating, they're just very good friends. And Laura Wright actually has a new boyfriend. As you know, she divorced her husband John Wright after 20 years of marriage. They had two kids together. They divorced after 20 years. And she now is dating a guy, I believe, named Wes Ramsey. I think is his name, Wes Ramsey. Apparently, he's a soap star or former soap star. He did shows like Guiding Light and he did Days of Our Lives. So, congratulations to Laura Wright on her new romance. I hope this works out for her. Because I know it can't be easy to divorce somebody after 20 years, but she's bounced back pretty good, pretty quickly. She didn't, let it, get to her, and she bounced back. She seems like she's in a good place. Her career is doing great. She got her love life back on track, so her kids are healthy. Congratulations. I'm gonna try to get through this video very quickly because I'm amped up, pumped up to play The Sims 4, the new game expansion pack that just came out called Parenthood. You know me, I'm a big Sims fan. I've been playing The Sims since the first game came out. I love The Sims. What I did on The Sims 3 was I created my own Port Charles, but then once I bought Sims 4, I redid it and I created my own little version of Port Charles. That I play every day, pretty much, almost every day. In my Port Charles version, Sonny, he's with Brenda, their house, they got a daughter. Carly's back with Jax, they had a new baby boy. The Quartermains are all living together in one big mansion, minus Emily, who's at the Cassadine house with Nicholas and Spencer. And Tracy is basically running ELQ with AJ. Both of them are co-CEOs. So, they're trying not to kill each other. Alan and Monica are off on a honeymoon, well, second honeymoon. They're enjoying vacationing and traveling. She retired as chief of staff, and Patrick Drake is the new chief of staff. So everybody's happy. Jason and Sam are basically running a PI business together with their two kids. Their son and their daughter. Elizabeth, she's basically dating around. Playing the field. Lucky is with Britt Westbourne. They're married and, moving to LA because he just got a job as the new lieutenant of the LAPD. So he has to move to LA. So basically, everybody's doing good, but the drama is not far behind. I created my own version of Helena Cassadine and Victor Cassadine, and there's a nice little surprise coming up. Mikos may not be dead. Um, so, and it's definitely going to get crazy when Alexis finds out. But anyway, moving on to this real life episode of General Hospital. Uh, Man, it was some good action on this. It was some dope action. I wasn't expecting all this action. It was some good shit. Emma, what's her name? Amy. I'm getting sick of her. I told y'all this before. I'm sorry, but I just don't. She's dislikable to me at this point. I just don't like this trick. Like, seriously, she's creating blogs using Nathan's picture. Nathan is on my bad side right now anyway because number one, you fucked up when you first brought her to the nurse's ball. Well, you pretended to be her date. That was a big hell to the no, especially seeing as how you're married. Two, now you're giving her a ride to the hospital and you're telling her all your marital business. I don't like that. I just feel like that's a no. You don't tell a stranger, especially a person who don't like your wife and always downplays your wife. You don't tell that person your intimate business. I feel like that's another no. Like you just don't do shit like that, and I feel like that's where he gets an F. Like you just don't do all of that. So at this point, I don't care for Nathan. I don't care for Amy. They're irrelevant. Moving on, Sonny and Carly and Ava. I was sitting there laughing my ass off at this entire scene today. I said, "How y'all just gonna leave that bitch in there to burn?" I said, yo, that is so fucked up. They left her there literally to burn in hell. I said, that is fucked up. I said, come on now. I know that she did y'all son wrong or whatever. I get it. You know, like I said, Sonny and Carly have a right to be pissed, but I was kind of rooting for Ava in this because the reason I was, and I'm telling y'all this right now, the reason I was rooting for Ava in this was because of the hypocrisy that came out of Sonny and Carly's mouth. That's the only reason I was rooting for Ava in this. Because number one, Sonny and Carly act like they saints. Like they never done any wrong in their life. Like, look at all the hell they decimated the Quartermain family. They basically destroyed that fucking family. And I don't care who, say, oh no, they didn't. Da da da. Yes, they did. And people keep trying to tell me, oh, when Sonny shot AJ, Ava was egging him on. She kept forcing him to do it. Let me tell you something. Sonny is a grown ass man. Nobody can force him to do nothing. He shot AJ because that's always what he wanted to do. He always wanted to kill AJ. The only thing that was stopping him from doing it was Michael. That was the only reason he didn't do it before. But now it just gave him ammunition to do it when he saw him at Ava's pit house. Let me reiterate this. AJ was an unarmed man. He had his hands up in the air when Sonny pulled that trigger. Sonny was in no danger of AJ. AJ did not have a weapon. Sonny shot him point blank in the chest because he wanted to do it. Point blank. So that's from what I saw on the episode. So you could justify Sonny shooting him all you want, but in my opinion, there's no justification. They decimated that family. Sonny and Carly put that family through hell. So anyway, moving on from that. It was just fucked up. I said, y'all really just gonna leave Ava laying there on that ground. Ava tried to get out too, because she had a back way of getting out, but the shit was barricaded. I said, fuck. I was kind of nervous for a minute because I didn't hear anything about Maura West leaving the show. So I was like, please tell me this is not how they just gonna kill her off without telling the fans that she leaving. I said, wait a minute. I was like, hold up. Then I kept thinking, well, maybe she somehow did get out, and when the firefighters go in there, they're not gonna find a body. I said maybe she found a way out. But then when they came out with her and she was on a gurney, I said, oh yeah, they found her. And Sonny and Carly basically told Dante the truth that Ava basically started the fire because she did when she threw that lamp. She did start that fire, so they didn't do anything wrong. All they did was confront her about what she did to their son. Here's the thing. I think even if Ava gets arrested, she has a way out of this. Because yeah, she admitted to Sonny and Carly that she did, switch the pills, but they don't have proof of that. Unless they actually had it recorded and her voice on recording, they have no evidence that she switched the drugs, that she switched the pills. They have no evidence. It's her word against theirs. And Sonny and Carly are known to be lying. Sometimes they do lie, so I don't see how a cop can believe them anyway, even though they are telling the truth in this case. But Ava does have a way out of this. Number one, Lucy Coe is not a reliable source. All Lucy saw was her throw something away. She didn't actually see her throw the pill bottle away. Ava could easily spin that. She could easily spin her throwing anything away in the trash. She could spin that shit. They don't have no DNA. She did not leave her DNA in that bottle. They have no fingerprints connecting her to that bottle. There's really nothing connecting her to that bottle. Unless they can get Nell to testify that she saw Ava one day in Morgan's bedroom. Because remember, Ava was in the room, in Morgan's room, and Nell caught her. So that could work against her if they bring that up. But if they don't, I can definitely see Ava walking away because all they got against her is circumstantial evidence. They don't have hard facts against her. So she definitely has a way out of this. And I think the writers did that on purpose to keep Maura West on the show. They wrote it so that way there is a wedge to where she can wiggle out of this shit. Because I already know if Maura West was leaving the show, they would have had concrete evidence against her. The fact that everything is so circumstantial, that tells you Ava ain't going no goddamn where. And I'm happy about it. I love Ava and I hate Ava sometimes because of the dumb shit that she do. But keep it real. Ava is from what I read on soap boards and stuff. Ava is the primary reason why a lot of people are still watching the show. I still kind of watch the show for Ava. I mean, I do it for nostalgia reasons because I grew up watching the show, so it's kind of a habit for me to watch it. But Ava is definitely keeping me tuned in because she's a messy ass bitch. In any show, daytime, reality TV, whatever you watch, you need a messy ass person. Ava's the messy bitch on this show that you need, that you love to hate, and I love to hate Ava. She's the messy bitch that I love to see. You know, if Helena Cassadine ain't around, then Ava's my go-to. But when Helena's around, that's my messy person. You know how I feel about Helena. But anyway, moving on. So Lulu, Laura, and so Lulu and Laura take the kids home. They take Emma and Charlotte back to Lulu and Dante's house. I was looking at this scene like, so are the producers and the writers not trying to cover up M. Ryland's pregnancy? Because it was very obvious in this episode. They didn't cover her up. They pretty much put her in a blouse that her belly was easily visible. I said, so they not gonna try to cover this up. How do you explain this weight gain? Everybody in the world know that the actress is pregnant, but the character is not pregnant. So how do you ignore all that weight? The big gut, the big belly and stuff like that. How do you ignore that as a viewer? Like seriously, how do the characters ignore that? So the characters are not looking at her wondering, "Oh shit, when the hell did Lulu get so big?" Like you have to cover this up. Like so, I mean, if you're not gonna cover it up, then shit, you should have just wrote that Lulu was pregnant. Like you should have just wrote that from the beginning when M. Ryland got pregnant, so that way you wouldn't have to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it just would have made it more easy. But if you're not gonna write her pregnancy into the storyline, then the least you could do is hide the pregnancy. I'm just saying. That's just me kind of nitpicking it because I'm like, you're supposed to suspend disbelief, but I'm like, how do you explain this woman going from a size 2 to a size 22? Like, how do you explain that in a matter of months? Like, come on. If you're gonna not put her pregnancy in the storyline, hide it. Put a big ass bowl of popcorn in front of her or something. Do something. A big ass flower plant or something like they used to do on Y&R when she was pregnant. I keep telling people, yo, when M. Ryland was on The Young and the Restless and she was pregnant back in 2010 with her son, they did everything to hide that pregnancy. They kept having her walk around with big ass handbags. They kept putting, like when she was at the athletic club, the bar was pretty much in the way so you couldn't see her stomach. They kept putting plants in her way so you couldn't see her stomach. They went all out every episode to cover her stomach, until she had the baby and stuff. So I don't get why General Hospital kind of is not doing the same thing. I'm like, if you're not going to do that, then write her pregnancy into the storyline. But anyway, I love the scenes with them and the kids and stuff like that. I think it was a fun scene, them playing charades and stuff. I used to love charades when I was a kid. I never won because I couldn't understand what the fuck the other person was doing. Like, they just be doing all this. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Like, that's why I always sucked at charades, but I did love playing. It was some fun shit. Um, so anyway, back in the ballroom at the nurses' ball, everybody's trying to talk Jake out of releasing the chimera, but the ghost of Helena kept egging him on, telling him to, unleash it. So he finally decided not to do it, and they took him to the hospital to get checked out. Meanwhile, Valentine wants to destroy the Chimera, but Anna's trying to tell him not to do it. Let the WSB handle it. I agreed with Valentine on this. The WSB are the ones who created the fucking Chimera. So why would you trust them to handle it and destroy it? I wouldn't trust them. I would want to personally see it destroyed to make sure that it's never coming back. Because the WSB have been making mistakes over the years. So I wouldn't trust it either. So anyway, while Nina was trying to call 911, somebody with a gun came up behind her wanting a chimera. So my guess is whoever these people are, they work for Helena. This is what I don't understand. If Helena is really dead, why is her cronies still doing her bidding? Like, why are they still doing, her agendas and stuff like that? Why would you still be working for a supposed dead person? This is why I don't think she's dead. Like, when the guy dropped off the magic kit to Jake and he was one of Helena's men, I'm like, why would Helena's guy still be taking out her orders when she's supposed to be dead? That's more evidence to me that she's not dead. Or Victor Cassadine is really pulling the strings. Maybe he's not really dead. You know what I mean? Like the Cassadines don't never die. So I don't really believe she's dead. I think she's definitely alive and well. Um so anyway, Valentine came in there with the box, but the Chimera was not in there. He took it out. I love that scene because if you notice, like Valentine, when he was talking to Nina, he had his back turned towards the guys, and Jason was still sitting in a chair. Valentine had that smirk on his face with Nina. He told her to run while he was still smiling. I actually liked that scene. And then all out war just basically ensued inside the ballroom. And then Nathan shows up or whatever, and the gunshot goes off, and it was Valentine who got shot. I said, "Oh shit, Valentine done got popped." Overall, this was a dope episode. I really do. I love this episode. Um, it was a pretty solid show. Good action, good drama. Um, I think that's everything in this episode. I think so. I think that's everything. But anyway, I hope all you have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Hit that like button, hit that comment button, hit that subscribe button. See you all tomorrow. Have a great day.